What If It's Cool is proudly brought to you by Respo Clothing. Feel like a champion by wearing the merch from all the stars, including Luke Resner, B Squared, Savannah Rowe, John Stop Action, Nova Nichols, The Cooters, and my personal favourite, Conflict Axiom. So feel like a champion by checking out Respo Clothing. They can be found on Facebook and on Instagram. Adrenaline Pro Wrestling presents Breakout 41, happening on May 10th, featuring the up-and-coming stars of Adrenaline Pro Wrestling. Ticket link is in the description. Make sure to check it out. Mayhem Pro presents Showcase, happening on May 10th. Ticket link is in the description. Make sure to check it out. Alpha Pro Wrestling presents Malice, happening on Saturday, May 11th at the Pipeworks Market. Ticket link is in the description. Make sure to check it out. Before you see Malice, make sure to also check out Alpha Pro Wrestling's Energy 4 Wrestle Festival, happening on Saturday, May 11th at 12 PM at the Pipeworks Market. Ticket entry is only $2. Make sure to check it out. It's time to celebrate as MXW presents Homecoming, happening on Saturday, May 18th. Ticket link is in the description. Make sure to check it out. Adrenaline Pro Wrestling presents Battle to Survive 3, happening on May 25th at the Seaford Community Hall, featuring the Battle to Survive Rumble. Ticket link is in the description. Make sure to check it out. Hello and welcome to another episode of What If It's Cool, the show where we talk about anything and everything that is cool in the world today. I am rated A for awesome, Daniel Porcro, and with me is rated T. Fuck, I already f***ed it up.
I think the word you're looking for is S. S for sexy.
No, I haven't got that to you. I was gonna say for Pete. But,
that was for Pete, you banana.
Huh? No. But rated F for fun fact. Dangerous Pete Morgan. How are you, Pete?
I'm just hoping that someone picks up that phone. Because I fucking called it. Messiah Complex. Let's go, boy.
And he wants to be rated R, but we just we rate him A for annoying. The Naff, Richard Naffer.
That's the most accurate I've ever heard in my life. I'll pay that, man.
I was gonna rate you rated F for fuckwit, but that's a little bit too hard.
That was straight back down to your usual
Now,
hovering over that mute button again.
No. I won't hit the mute button just yet. But apologies from Tass. He has a lot on at the moment. He's a busy actor. The good news is though, his comedy short wrestling club won an award last night at the time of recording, and good on him. Good on him for the film. If you haven't watched it yet, link is in the description. It's a 12-minute film, and it's just it's a little bit of fun, but also you get to see Tass in the costume down it. I'm gonna be honest, it's hilarious. Now, the reason why I'm saying rated, because on the last few episodes of What If It's Cool, we have been debating that this series of X-Men should be rated M. And what happened this week with Disneyplus? The first M-rated episode of X-Men 97 debuted, and what a fucking debut!
Hectic, bro. Hectic.
Well, they did say for us to be prepared, and I was not prepared for what's happening. So, Rich, what is the synopsis of this episode, please?
And guess what? I've got it ready to go.
Oh, he's finally professional. That's great.
The episode is titled Bright Eyes, and it says that Cyclops focuses the X-Men on finding Bolivar Trask. However, when the team locates a Sentinel inventor, they realize that they've all been played by a mastermind. Scrumptious. What an episode.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it starts off with a stereotypical, sad scene where, they're burying their dead and it's in the goddamn rain. But I think it works. But
sunshine and rainbows at a
funeral. Yeah, I was about to say, what is
not
stereotypical about a funeral? It's supposed to be
sad. Was party poppers, party hats, and streamers going on.
Well, it didn't look like Winter Boys when the last few scenes that they had in the last couple of episodes. It looked like summer to me. So I think the fact that it's raining, like, okay, stereotypical.
Raining summer. Welcome to Melbourne, for Pete's sake.
Since when is New York like Melbourne, mate?
I'm not saying that.
Melbourne is Melbourne when it comes to the weather.
Darling, it can rain in summer. It's possible.
Okay. So
Guy, you want to have a party at a funeral? Me.
you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, good.
Jesus Christ.
So one of my, it's not a pet peeve, but I'm just like, where the hell did he get this photo? When you see the first shot of Gambit's photo that's over the grave, I'm like, where the f did they take that photo from?
I know exactly where.
Where?
Because it's a school, yeah? That's their school photo.
What?
They do school. You know how we do school photos as kids and shit? It's a school, so they do the school photos.
Mm.
Maybe Gambit's mommy and daddy wanted a picture, so they bought one.
I honestly think it's a reference to the first time you see him in the show, and he's just flicking the cards back and forth, and they just did a reference to that.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, I got plenty of fun facts this episode, and that one's just a theory.
That was just a little appetizer.
Little sprinkle.
All right. Well, like I was not prepared for that. Look, yeah, I like the fact that Nightcrawler is doing the eulogy and everything like that. You know, obviously call back to when he first premiered in the original series. What he says there, you know, like talking about his life and everything, it felt very real. And I just love every word he says in this one. You know, he's like, you know, he's a sinner. You know, he was modest. He was doing this and this. Like that felt on the heartstrings right there. I don't know about you guys, but I really loved it.
Cry, Dan?
Hmm?
Did you shed a tear? Did you cry?
Jesus.
Did you cry, Dan?
Can you get another joke, man? You know? we always badger on to me being the world comedian. I think I've got to air to my throne right now.
Look, all I'm saying is it was good. I agree with you. Nightcrawler at a priest is a nice touch, and what he said was great. I agree with you there. Definitely, and it's a nice callback. I like how the episode's called Bright Eyes, and the first character has fluorescent bright yellow eyes.
Oh yeah,
pretty cool.
Well, there you go. First fun fact of the day. The episode name, Bright Eyes, it's a reference to Gambit's eyes. It's also a reference to Madeline finding out that Cable is her son through seeing his bright eyes, because the first line, no, not the first line, one of the lines that Rogue says to Cable, one of the first times they meet, is "Remember me, bright eyes?" and punches.
Oh, nice.
So it's a reference to that line.
Wow, I totally forgot about that.
Still good. It's still good. Nah, these fun facts, it's too much for me. Delicious.
It's not the only one I've got for this funeral scene too.
Can I take a minute to address our sponsor, Respo Clothing? Make sure to check him out on Facebook and Instagram, Respo Clothing on Facebook and Respo.clothing on Instagram. Can we possibly get a t-shirt of Pete's face probably doing this or something and just says, "Hey, fun fact"? I think that would be a number one seller for you guys. Yeah, and by the way, you know, Respo Clothing, I will make sure that I will plug the show every time. So please don't drop us as a sponsor, please. Yeah. They did not find the last week's episode very funny. I got if I got more trouble last week, I got more trouble the week before for this one. So
Dan, I've got to say, normally your segues are top tier. Bringing up your sponsor in the middle of a funeral talk. Just died,
hang on. My sponsor, our sponsor. It's our fucking show.
I said the sponsor. No, listen, you got headphones on. Why can't you hear? I said the sponsor.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. But in essence, it wasn't my fault that we got in trouble last time. It was Pete who said, "Yeah, what did you say? Oh, I think it wasn't in the last episode. You didn't plug on there too. If you never saw that, they wouldn't have got so angry. They went back and listened to the episode, and then
give them my bloody contact info. I'll be like, what?
As Pete's lawyer, Matt Murdoch, Pete, don't say another word. I think that's wrong, Dan. I think you're at fault as you're the chair of the board here. You're the captain of the ship, and it's your responsibility at the end of the day to plug the sponsor. So my client, Pete, will have to say you. It's your fault.
You know, Richard, you'd make a great politician. You know that?
I know. I can talk so much.
Jeez, bro.
It's about to pass out.
Well, as we move on in going further into saying, hang on, is there another fun fact you need to get to before we get to the Jubilee bit?
Well, real quick then. The three people that you see, the guy with the gray hair and the red bandana, that's Gambit's brother.
Yep.
The woman in between, no, sorry, he's a member of the Thieves Guild. The woman next to him is his ex-fiance who kidnapped him in the original series.
Yep.
And the blonde man next to her is his brother.
Sweet. That I caught. I caught that. I knew that. Just couldn't remember their name.
They were all in the original episodes.
No, I just didn't. I recognized them, but I didn't know who they were. So thank you. Fun fact, Pete Morgan. That was great. I had to sympathize with Jubilee on this one when she starts crying, like, you know, like what. Why didn't Rogue here? You know, he saved us, he saved her, and all that stuff.
How good was Nightcrawler's response to that, though? Like, yeah, she's dangerous right now. Like, God help whoever she's going after. She's on vengeance time. Like, that was a great, response to that. It's awesome.
But you would have think that somebody who has that kind of power as well, you might want to just check up on them and make sure they're not going to do anything. Like, I think that's where, and this is me calling back Cyclops as a bitch and a shit-house leader. He should have really just said, guys, you know, let's go check up on Rogue and not let her go be by herself. You know what I mean?
Can I put this to you then? Would you be the one who would like to talk to the superpowered mutant that's just lost all of
if I was a leader, then yes, I would.
And you know what would happen? Would have to be at your funeral the week after. The leader and Gambit.
Hey. DPC ain't no bitch, okay?
We need to fight. You need to organise the ring. You need to get it. I'll make my wrestling debut, and it's going to be kicking your ass. Someone's got to put you down, man.
All right, let's acknowledge somebody else. Mike Manson, who is our head trainer at the Alpha Monster Lab. If you would like to train the NAF, please let me know, and I'll give you all his information.
It's ready to go. You said the NAF right there. The NAF. It's coming for you, sweetheart. Anyway, so yes, Jubilee is a bitch. Don't like her, and her stupid boyfriend's annoying.
Her stupid boyfriend's dead. What are you talking about, bro?
Jubilee.
Oh, Jubilee. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, and she's a stupid, and he's a stupid too. I couldn't use my powers. Blah 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 blah.
To be fair, the scene that shows why he can't is later in the episode.
Yeah, but it's just like I saw it coming. Didn't they do that in the movies with Iceman? Like, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing, but more on the nerves.
Yes. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that didn't. But there's other scenes that saved it. So Dan, if you want to continue, there's a flight on a wreck up here.
We're up to Rogue flying in the desert.
Great. How cool is that?
Oh, yeah. Jubilee is right to be scared. Whoosh!
Yeah, Rogue's awesome.
You know, this is usually a bit where I talk and you guys shut up.
I gave you a chance. You stayed quiet, so we seized the opportunity. What do you want?
Pete, you take it. You take over. I'll just sit back and chime in.
Yeah, take it easy for a week, mate.
Yeah, I only do all the work on this show, so you know.
Oh, it's safe.
Oh.
Yes.
All right. So. God, I'm cocky. So we move on to the scene, and Rogue is now flying through, and she's already just. She doesn't even look mean or upset. She's got that little like.
She knows where she's going.
Doesn't look mean or
upset. I know you're laughing. I know because I look like a knob when I do it. I know.
It sounds like a pouted child having a tantrum.
If that is not in the thumbnail, I swear to God.
Oh, shit. Put it on a
what? Me just doing this?
That's bad.
Oh,
To be fair, if I saw that flying at me, I'd run the opposite direction.
You and everybody else, mate.
Honestly.
If they saw me coming. Oh, making fun of myself. But yeah, so they're going into this, and we see now this is one thing that really bothered me a little bit because I had to go back and because I thought that General is it General Ross?
Yeah, Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah. When Thunderbolt was featured, I'm thinking, hang on, why does he look like the dude for I can't remember the actor's name off the top of my head at the moment, but the dude who actually played him in the MCU, because I thought they were gonna use the same template as General Ross in the Incredible Hulk cartoon series. But no, they weren't because and I had to that's why I had to go back because they never crossed over, so that's not part of the universe because Hulk and Iron Man were part of the same universe, but Spider-Man and X-Men were not part of the same, even though they were in the same era.
The FF crossed with.
Yeah, I was about to say that it's all the same Earth.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it all is, man.
Especially like if you look at Ross, the guy who voiced him in this episode, I'm pretty sure, because they couldn't bring back the guy from Incredible Hulk. It's the same guy who voiced him in What If. And if you look at the character design from What If, it's pretty much spitting image in that.
Okay.
I also hate that though. Like, just keep it as close as you can to what. Like, this is the '97 universe. Keep it as that. See, that's what I was telling you about last week or the week before with the Doctor Strange magic. I said it's great, but don't mix MCU. This is the '97 universe. Keep it at that.
Hmm.
You know
Yeah,
I mean?
I agree. I agree. That's two things we've agreed on this episode.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are we starting to become friends, Rich? This is weird.
God, no. One more, and then I have to consider it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I liked his line. It's like, yeah, this is built to handle the Hulk, and then it just fucking rumbles. I'm like, yeah, all right,
she just fucking breaks it.
Yeah, yeah, it was good. It was good. I liked it. She's like, no, that. I'm coming in. Screw you. But I do like it how, you know, and we'll get to it a bit after, it's when they're tying it to the larger Marvel universe. And like, okay, there's like 45 million other superheroes that aren't mutants, and they're supposed to be friends. What's going on here? So, you know, when we get up to it with Captain America, God, that was amazing. It's straight after, isn't it?
Pretty much. It's pretty much straight after.
Pretty much.
What an entrance, what a feel, what a look, what a voice. It's just great to see Cap in animation away from the MCU.
Now, was that the same guy who voiced him in the original X-Men cartoon, or was it from the United We Stand one? Because it did sound familiar, but I couldn't tell if it's the same guy.
I'm not entirely sure.
What if one too?
Because there was a different bloke. Oh, sorry, Rich, what were you saying?
No, go for it.
Oh, I was saying there was another bloke who voiced him in the Spider-Man animated series during
the
5.
Yeah, because
it sounded a lot like him.
Spidey, he was in the X-Men for that one episode with Wolverine. That was great. Old soul.
That was great.
Watched the shit out of that episode. And then what else was he?
He was in United They Stand.
No, we don't count that. I don't count that.
Don't count that.
That's bullshit.
I need to correct myself. So I went back and watched it. United We Stand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate to admit it, but yeah, you're right, Rich.
That's
it does not hold up. It's terrible.
I don't put that in my head canon. It's not part of it. Doesn't exist. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
you just look at them and they look weird.
No, I like the look of it, but the whole like the story and some of the voices and that whole thing with Neymar as well. Like, was it Neymar? Yeah.
Neymar. Yeah.
Neymar, the soccer player.
Neymar, soccer player.
It's Neymar.
Neymar.
Neymar, and Namor.
That's funny. But yeah, so good.
Quote the quote, nevermore.
Rogue's a bitch, but how dare you disrespect the shield like that? You stupid bitch. I want to see a 5-minute animated short of Captain America climbing this fucking mountain, getting his thing back, getting his shield back.
That would be pretty good.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Fucking mutants.
Oh yeah, sure. Just the aftermath of that, like how it should have ended, is probably going to use that clip.
Oh, they would have to. They'd have to. It's like you mother. But I did like his speech. Like, look, I understand. I empathise with you guys. I'm here helping, but it's going to be done by the book. Delicious.
I just love the fact that that Rogue called him the world. Was it the country or the world's #1 cop? I'm like thinking, what? Why is he? Why's he calling that? And then I realized, oh yeah, well he's being being a detective right now, trying to find out what's going on. But what a line for her to say.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, I do have a fun fact for this episode too.
Okay, go for it.
The motorcycle that you see that has Captain America's logo and everything sprawled on it. First, the logo that is on it, the plain white star, was the symbol of the uniform that he was wearing when he was the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. And the even better fun fact, the number plate spelled AVNA10 is a reference to Avengers Annual 10, which was the first appearance of Rogue.
Yes. That was great. Oh my god, I'm fucking sick. Yes, that's awesome. That is a very nice fun fact. That gets me in the feels. Delicious.
And she had a far different costume to what she has now. Like she had the hair was all slicked back, and she had like the plain black. She looked like Black Widow with just white in her hair.
Yeah. Weird. That was a great fun fact, Pete. That was very exciting. That exhilarated me. That was great. That was awesome.
I'm just surprised how excited you are for fun facts at the moment.
Cool. It's cool.
I never said it wasn't. Just because I've known you for so long, and the fact that you're getting so excited for fun facts, I'm just like,
I love comics, man. You know this.
Yes, I do. Yeah, and redheads.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes. Richard is single, so make sure to DM him. I'm not
that desperate. You make it sound like I'm like this. I'm not desperate. Calm down. I will accept any redhead DMs, but I'm not that desperate.
I'm not desperate. What if?
Ridiculous, Dan. All right, we'll settle this in the fight. No worries. We'll get this in the ring. Don't worry. Keep adding it to the list.
I, for the life of me, have forgotten what happens next. Can someone help me out here?
Yeah. After she throws the shit. Oh well, they have their chat and everything, and they go down to Secret Bunker.
Yes.
Which has a very similar feel to that scene in Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Oh, Pete's on the same level as the NASA. I'm liking it. This is delicious. This is scrumptious. You. I'm never complimenting you again.
Should I leave you to at the moment just your discretion at the moment, because I feel like a third wheel right now when you say I'm feeling Pete right now.
You are jealous.
Yeah, bro, Resner Clothing. Where's my sponsorship? Like,
hey, well they sponsor the show. We're all part of the show, so we're all getting that Respo Clothing money. That's okay.
Hammer and Sickle in the background. It's our sponsorship.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I do several versions of one of the schools, so I get more money than you guys. So here's what it is.
I will beat the money out of him. Don't worry.
Now you made me sad.
But yeah, that scene was cool in the bunker. It definitely gave me with the soldier box, of course.
And we finally see, we see a hint at the big bad of this whole thing, Operation Zero Tolerance, or OZT.
See, I did not read any of that newer X-Men stuff, so that was all news to me. I got a kick out of it. It's cool seeing it pop up and that, and the reveal at the end didn't do too much for me because I'm not familiar, but I'm excited. It's got me excited. What I do like, though, before we move on from the Captain America and the MCU nods, I just like how they've done it in a way that, oh, wow, I can see this happening in the movies. It's like the tangibilization of the mutants coming. Like, okay, well, this is probably how they would exist, in the movies. This is probably how we would tackle it. I feel like Big Boy Feige is laying the groundwork. They like doing their test runs before putting it up. So, just imagine, I know it's not Steve Rogers, but, Falcon and that standing next to Rogue in a comic book accurate suit with the hair and that, just doing that in live action. It's a nice little appetizer. I think it's really cool, and I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it as well. I think the only thing I like with you guys, obviously I want to see Captain go get the shield, but I wanted to see a little bit more interaction between them, because I think they had a really, really good chemistry.
Oh, I could have watched the whole episode for those two going nuts.
Oh yeah.
Them two solving mysteries. Perfect.
Yeah, I didn't know I needed
the Rogue and Cap Mysteries Inc. Something like that.
Mystery.
Yeah, we should not let Dan name stuff again. that was so...
Hey, if Marvel are listening to the show, you know, like we just give them ideas and they just send us a check in the mail, you know.
Yeah, but they wouldn't because that was shit.
But if Marvel are listening to this show, bring back Spider-Man the animated series. God damn it!
God damn it!
I second that motion. Do it now.
You've already had a reference to it. Come on.
Now, speaking of that, but once we finish reviewing this, I do have a bit of news and something that came up on my For You page that you guys are going to find very interesting, but it's probably going to piss off the NAF because there's a certain show that's on there that he won't like on that's been mentioned in this little post, but we'll get onto that later. Now, moving on from this, this is when I think Ghibli and oh god, I forgot Roberto are talking.
Roberto, you racist.
No, sorry, no, this is no. It was Cyclops talking to the president.
Sorry, talking to Robert Kelly.
Yes, to President Kelly. One thing that pissed me off about, one thing that pissed me off about this scene. Obviously, he's got his normal, what is it, goggles, visor. Thank you. You know, at the back of his head, but he's got his fucking glasses on. Why did you just put your visor back on? Wouldn't that be more comfortable than your goddamn glasses?
And it's leisure. It's like wearing a helmet inside.
I mean, do you want me to give you the fun fact about it?
Oh, sure, go for it.
Not even ask, just do it.
Literally, that is, I believe it was the X-Men X-Men issue 1, the highest selling comic of all time.
Oh yeah.
The one that has like Cyclops and Wolverine on the front cover, and they're fighting
the fantastic Jim Lee cover. Yep.
That is how the costume was introduced. He had the visor on his neck, and he had the glasses on, and he was in the danger room.
So
he was in the communication.
Yeah, what you're saying?
Yeah, like that was literally the first look of how that costume was introduced.
Wow,
that's cool. It's awesome. It's cool, and I like how he wasn't a bitch, and he gave it to the president. Yeah, all right, thank you, Mr. President. F you.
I can't be seen supporting your kind. Whoops. And he's like, there's a kind now.
Yeah, bad. But they knew that was going to go south. Yeah, we're just going to elect President Kelly. That didn't involve comments.
Even though, like, in season 4, I think it was, Kelly was given the presidency standing on a pro-mutant stance.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden he's like, oh, well, I got in office by supporting you guys, but like, with this Genosha thing, you know.
I find it so funny that their whole like country got massacred, right? And now people hate mutants more than or they already did. It's quite funny. There was less hate for them pre-fucking massacre. But now the president doesn't want anything to do with them.
Yeah, it's reminiscent of a very famous social movement that happened, I don't know, 4 years ago. Is it now?
Yeah.
Very reminiscent of that, or at least
I think that was maybe the commentary what they were trying to go for with the storyline like that, you know.
Yeah. That's why it's another thing of like, oh, X-Men's gonna work. Nah, they always work. They always work. Because you see this in the comics all the goddamn time. It's just now that things have happened in real life, people are going, oh, this is working into the no, it's always been there.
100%.
Look, but you're right, Rich. You know, he you know, stood up to the president and everything. It's really good. But then all of a sudden there's another scene where Jean and Scott are talking again, and it's just I don't know. I want to like Cyclops, but when he just says stupid, you know, to Jean, I'm like,
yeah, it's annoying. Because I want to root. I like Cyclops. I'm rooting for him, but some of the shit that comes out of his mouth, they just ride him knowing, you know what? You, Cyclops. Let's put this in the script.
Yeah,
it's rude. Just make him a man.
Like it's bad now, but like I think after the event, like later on in this episode, I think he's changing.
Fingers crossed, you know.
Fingers crossed, especially because like he did something very out of character later in the episode.
Yeah. I just wish he was consistent. Like if he was the same vibe as the first couple episodes, man, awesome, so cool. And then it's so boring.
Like, grab your X-Men by the balls already, dude. Like,
yes, just do it. To me, my X-Men.
Like damn.
Like it stuck with me from then to now. You know, when he's doing the flip and he's diving, and he's oh man, it's just fucking annoying. And we make a bitch, we make a punching bag, put the chastity on him. No.
But we get to the next scene where Rogue meets up with now I forgot
Gyrick, yes.
Garrick, and she's expecting him to be in a jail, and he's in more of a resort slash facility.
Yeah.
This is the moment where I'm going, okay, I'm pretty uncomfortable with the noise in the background, because obviously you hear the laser shots, not gunshots, because it's a kid's cartoon, but just the way that the people are screaming, I'm just like, okay, that's pretty terrifying to hear. Like even if it was even if it wasn't a kid watching it, like if you hear that, you'd be terrified. The fact that
you're more consistent than Cyclops.
Cyborg.
More consistent than Cyclops from being a bitch. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Were you terrified of the screams and the gunshots? You poor thing. You poor thing. You want some breast milk while you're there?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Dan.
Let's just move the mouse right here. Okay, cool. So that's on standby.
Hey.
Well, the thing is
cool.
that, huh?
That's
What?
cool.
Yeah.
What if it's cool? Ro going in there and people scream. That's cool. Bro,
Right.
the love of her life is Kakar, and she's going
full. She's going full scorched earth.
Yeah.
And I reckon it's valid what you're saying, Dan. There's screams and thing in the background, but if those weren't there, I reckon people would go, "Oh, why didn't the guards stop her?"
And you know what? It's nothing different to Batman being Batman. To be honest with you, the screaming and Batman does the same thing.
Yeah, Batman's just stealthier about it.
Yeah, boys, I haven't even finished my point yet.
Finish your point, Daniel.
No, so this is the point where I'm okay, this is seriously not a kid show anymore. But like what you were just saying, if there wasn't there, then there's no point. What I wanted to say about this whole scene is the fact that Garrick did not flinch at all. He just waited for Rogue to meet him in that room. Why can they get a villain to be like that, but they can't get one of their best characters to be like that? I'm sorry, but Cyclops is a bitch. Sorry.
We know this.
Yeah, I know. I've just got to point it out again. But
you're right. He looked and he felt like, oh, this guy, for a lack of a better term, this guy's bad. This guy's very bad. And dissecting the butterflies and shit with the opera music in the background. Oh yeah. No, this guy. There's no doubt that this guy is evil. So we're gonna put the opera music in the background. We're gonna make him dissect butterflies. All they needed now was a big T-shirt at the back saying he's an evil person. I feel like they at the back. That's it. But it was good. I liked it, and I think the screens and the atmosphere, and I loved how they put it in Mexico with the backdrop of the Day of the Dead. It was very well written and a well thought out episode. And every point, it was cool. It was very cool. And I love the Day of the Dead. Just after when she goes there and her line. Now this isn't this type of interrogation or whatever.
But Rogue was so scary in this scene, though.
Oh yeah,
good. As she should be.
I love Rogue. I've always loved the character, but this is the first time where I'm actually questioning, should I like this character now, because she's just full on aggro.
Oh, she's lost it. Look, she lost me at throwing the shield. This is just the extra.
She's really going scorched earth, because the two loves of her life are dead, killed by the exact same person in her mind. So that's why she's chasing them down. But especially after knowing how important she was to him, and because the whole conversation they had in episode 5, I reckon that's why she's gone full scorched earth, because she's never going to have that kind of connection with someone again.
Yeah, and who's
so she's
breaking heart? It's her fault. You right?
Yeah, and Gyrick is, I'm sure he's confident. He knew she was coming. He knew someone was coming, because he's the only person who knows where Trask is. And if you want to find Trask, who's the inventor of Master Mold, who just genocided an entire species, of course you're going to go to him. So yeah, he figured someone was coming. That's why I reckon he expected it. As soon as he starts hearing, there goes the guards, put my tools down, bang! I don't know where he is. He already knew.
Yeah.
And he was confident.
Awesome.
Yeah, and he
But
was confident. Well, sorry.
I'm skipping ahead. Sorry, you go.
Oh, you're right.
How dare
But
you interrupt me?
he was confident too because you see when she he goes, "Oh, don't bother telling Scott's cute girlfriend that the mind probe won't work," and she's like, "This ain't that kind of probe," and he's like,
That's
"Huh?"
it. That's it. Pulls out some toys.
Yeah. But I like how pulls out.
Gets the glove. She puts the glove back on.
She puts the glove back on. Oh no!
Something subscribe, sugar.
Now bend over and cough.
Oh, I just got a scary thought in my head. Oh, Jesus. But what's shut up. So what's interesting is when she does absorb the life force of him. Obviously, it cuts to black, but in the midst of that, you see like Nimrod come out a little bit as it's about to fade to black. Did anyone notice that?
Yep, you see Bastion and then you see Nimrod.
I didn't see Bastion, but I saw Nimrod and went, "Holy crap!"
Yeah, because fun fact for this one, to give a little backstory before we get to his big appearance, Nimrod has appeared in the show before. He was the main enemy in the original Days of Future Past episode.
Mm-hmm.
And the story of Bastion is that Nimrod fused with Nimrod is a sentinel from the future. And he fused with, at the time, present day Master Mold and became a huge sentinel hybrid. But then during his fight with the X-Men was shoved through a portal, which reanimated him as a human sentinel hybrid. So that's why every time you see images of Nimrod, you also see images of Bastion because they're one and the same.
That's cool. That's cool.
Beautiful fun fact.
Majestic.
Rosebud Clothing, please make that shit happen. Now, oh my god, what happens next? This is when the X-Men are now.
This is the Day of the Dead scene.
Oh, right.
Day of the Dead. Nightcrawler's talking. They're all there comforting her. She's crying like a little bitch. And then doesn't it cut to the parents of Roberto, the mum?
Can we just before we quickly go to the Roberto bit? That whole scene, it would have been a real big tearjerker if the person who was playing Roy did not do a comical cry. Because it did not feel real. It felt very comical.
Yeah, I'll pay that. Look, it didn't take me out of it, but yeah, wasn't it?
No, because the whole speech and everything was really onto the heart. But when the moment you let that cry, like, feels the same. So yeah. But now we move up to your favorite bit, the Jubilee and Roberto, coming in.
Seriously, for the shareholders. All right, so you care about money than me. No worries. Thanks, Mum. There goes Jubilee. We're going to smush for a little bit, and I'm going to be an expert. Bitch.
I mean, yeah, because if you look at it and change the word mutant to gay,
yeah, that's what it was.
The exact same situation. Because, like, it also reflects on the attitude that humans probably have towards mutants at this point in the show. Like, yeah, you just got massacred, but you're still mutants. Like, we still can't. It's like on an individual level, we support you.
And when it comes to the fucking mum tries to play it off like she knew the whole time, and she's so cool. Yeah, look, I knew Roberto. I'm a great mum, but keep your mouth shut. Okay,
yeah, like
the stocks are down at the moment because you're a mutant.
Well, it sucks how, like, as a race, as a human race, that we still have to hide like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was stupid.
But the thing that I'm gonna be with Rich on this one. I think we are becoming friends, Rich.
That's a three.
Because he didn't really fight it. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, I kind of agree with it. I should keep
saying that. It shit me. So if Jubilee had some fucking cojones, some balls, she would have said, you know what, this is bullshit. This is dumb. Yeah. I'm telling you the whole time we've been meeting, you need your powers, you need this, you need this. Mommy says, no. And just like a little bitch that you are, Roberto, no. Okay, well, Jubilee, get the out of there.
Yeah, bro, after that, I'd be like, all right, I'm done, bye.
It's bad enough that the whole island of Xenos has been melted to a pulp.
Yeah.
Dead. You're going to cop this from some stupid, dumb woman of the money. Nah, get
Nah,
Fuck Jubilee. She's a bitch too.
like I like it. It doesn't make sense as well because like especially from episode 1, she's told him her story. Like we've had the same thing, and it's so much so that he's the allegory for her in the series.
Yeah.
But like
And
now
his arc is taking too long. It's like, all right, we get it, man. Just get on with it.
Yeah, because like you see both sides of the arc. You see Jubilee, but you also see Roberto because especially when like because I think we skipped this bit when they're in Genosha before they go to see his parents. He's like, "Oh, look what happens when we shove it in their face," and like instantly that was where the gay metaphor got me because I'm like, that is such a regular thing to happen. It's more people go, "Oh, we support you and everything. Like, you know, you can live." But we don't want it shoved in our faces. It's like, no, you don't fucking support us because we don't shove it in your face. We're just trying to exist.
You know what's funny though? They say moving to an isolated island where there's only mutants, where they just keep to themselves, it's fucking showing off. Bro, they've moved to their own fucking island.
They're trying to get away from you.
What more do you fucking want?
Yeah, they're doing exactly what you want.
Oh, and before we forget, sorry, we skipped over it. Sorry, but just quickly, while they're helping and doing the excavation and finding survivors and shit, Emma Frost,
Yes.
Diamond
Emma Frost.
very sexy, very nice. But not sexy as in like she looks sexy. It's just it's a sexy thing. I use sexy as an adjective. You just got to get used to it.
I was about to say, bro, she's getting crushed by rubble.
Rich.
He's trying to smash. He's already been smashed.
Hang on, Pete. Rich.
Yes.
Be honest with me. I've known you for a few years now.
Yes.
Do you watch hentai?
Oh god,
no.
Because you wouldn't be the first one on this show that's openly admitted. It's fine, you know. We're not here to judge. We love everybody, but just the fact that you just found a cartoon sexy is a little bit disturbing.
Again, I just said the fact that she's doing the comic book thing is sexy, but since.
And you know, so we get it. We get it.
Oh,
that you really want to be, you're fine.
Dan likes hentai. It's just been revealed that Dan is into hentai. That's the big takeaway from this.
Because I know someone's making that reference in their head, it's hentai.
Yes.
And art.
Now, moving on. No, don't call me again. We're not doing this again. Unmute yourself. Let's continue on. That's all just fun.
You hentai boy.
Oh, you know what? Let's drag down through the little. Let's continue on from where that scene went. Fucking Beast talking with news reporter.
Oh, so good. So good.
I'm glad it's you covering this. The death of a dream. It's like, oh. And then he fucking he goes, "Oh, I'm feeling comfortable around you." And then he just fucking destroys her.
Yeah, she deserved it. She deserved it.
Oh, sorry that we're not on our knees begging for your acceptance when we should be doing our own thing, especially when you're out front of my house reporting on my friends' deaths.
And that is how you take it. Beast is a fucking hectic bloke. With so much respect. Cyclops, Roberto, and all those idiots should take notes from Beast, Hank McCoy, motherfucker. That is how it's done. And you know what? I feel sorry for him. He's the big blue furry that Dan's into, and he's got to cop it from his chick that he likes too. You know, it's fair enough. I'm with him. Go Beast.
Oh yeah.
Glad you brought that up, Pete.
Beast is a fucking beast. Like that's not a mic drop moment. That's a think about what you fucking done.
Yeah.
It sucks that it was to her because she didn't deserve any of it.
No, she did. She's a bitch.
Nah. She's
in the public eye. She's a reporter. She should know better. She should have a bit more responsibility, you know, when she's covering and talking to people like that's bullshit.
But at least she told the cameraman, "Go away. Let's walk. Let's talk." She tried.
Instead of pressing on him like she did with Cyclops.
Yeah.
I just can't believe you just called me a furry lover. Jesus.
Sorry, hentai love. Hentai. Oh my god, Dan's a hentai furry lover. Hey, look, we don't judge here.
Yeah. No, we don't judge you. We don't judge you on what if it's cool. You laughing does not help our cause on this one, mate.
Dan is a Yif lover confirmed. Everybody who knows what Yif is, their eyes just open.
What the f is a Hang on, stop the press. What the f is a Yif?
Don't Google it. Just everybody watching, Google it.
Hang on.
Don't Google.
Hang on.
Oh God, these Google. Oh God.
I'm gonna Google it. So YEF is it?
YIFF.
YIFF.
Oh God, I can't believe I said that on recording.
It's fucking Dan. Dan's a you.
You're sick.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
So I've just muted both these clowns. I just like to announce that no, I am not that. Yif. And these idiots are just laughing. Unmute yourselves, you assholes. I'm not a Yif. All right. The shit I put up with on this show.
All right, I've calmed down now.
Yeah.
I see Richard's still dying.
Unmute yourself, you moron. Come on.
Oh.
Come on. Brett, let's bring this show back up. Come on. There we go. Now, we go.
God, that's funny.
Oh.
As we get further into the episode, we're now into the final 15 minutes of the episode where Rogue, not Rogue, Trask gets in contact with the X-Men and tells them to come. I can't remember where, but
Come to Madripoor.
And what I think is like the line, they never run out of diet. I'm like, okay, is that a fun fact of any sort?
Of some sort, yes, because when they go to the lobby of the building where Trask says to meet, the diet soda that Morph pulls out.
That's the thing to open. That's why he said the soda.
No, I get that, but it's like what's with the soda being diet? Is there any?
It's just a code thing that I think that Trask came up with.
Yeah.
But the actual soda that it is, when you see Diet Pesco, is the green soda from The Incredible Hulk in 2008.
See, now that is delicious. That is great. I didn't catch that.
Stan Lee drank it and almost died. What are you
Correct. No, I'm saying I didn't realize that the can was that one. That's awesome.
Yeah, Diet Pesco.
So why the f is Morph drinking supervillain juice for? What the hell? That's stupid.
Because he said fair play. Fair play.
I don't know if Rogue can actually come back from that, man. Like, she threw him off the building. And, like, yeah, he came back as an essential or whatever, but, dude, she wanted him dead.
I mean, it was the hardest line of the bloody show so far. Like,
Yeah.
I've got nothing. Same sugar dropped in.
Yeah,
now, when she said sugar at the end, at that bit, like, just the way she said it, that kind of killed it for me because it just sounded a little bit put on, but I still was in shock. So I was just telling Pete before Rich got into the call, I hit pause because I was like, as she's doing her whole speech, and as she finished speech, I've hit the pause button, and I'm in disbelief, thinking, "Oh my god, I've loved this character for years, and now she's done this. What the f?" You know, I'm in shock. So about a minute, and I'm texting Tass at this point, and then as I'm about to hit, he goes, "Just wait, what happens next?" I went, "Okay." Hit the unpause button.
Mutant acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And you know what got me, not chills, but like I'm oh damn, Morph. Oh, is this what we do now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see both sides of the reaction. Like Morph going, "Oh, is this what we are now?" And Wolverine, we all wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Like,
and only Wolverine gets to say that because he's got the balls to do it. But like Cyclops is probably shitting his pants right now.
This is what I said earlier. Like, this is out of character. He's out of character moment. You'd think he'd be the first to tell her off.
Yeah,
but he doesn't say anything.
I think he hasn't said anything because like let's survive this first. I'm gonna have a talk with her. I'm gonna have a stern talk with you, Rogue, once this is finished. I got that vibe from him.
Nah, I reckon because this is leading into what I called like on episode 3 when we did that podcast, where I thought that Messiah complex was the story they were going with. In the lead up to that story, because Bastion is the main enemy in that story, or he's one of the defining factors. But before the lead up, or in the lead up to that story, there's a storyline called Utopia, where Cyclops basically takes over Genosha and breaks away from the X-Men because he doesn't believe in Professor Xavier's dream anymore. He says, we can't coexist with these people. Look what happened when we tried. So he takes over Genosha, renames it Utopia, and essentially goes, we're going to be our own thing. If you want to mess with us, we're going to fucking destroy you.
Mm.
Such a good storyline too. I love that one. That's great. So as we finish up, so we actually have missed one bit that Garrick got killed as well. In the midst of all this.
Yeah.
As Truss was falling, I was actually expecting Storm to come out of nowhere and catch him. I didn't expect him to turn into a hybrid Sentinel.
Yeah, I was waiting for
Sentinel Prime
with the nail. I was like, someone's going to catch him, right? And the nail's looking at me. She's like, what the fuck? Someone's got to catch him. No one caught him.
And it's probably why they did the whole rogue catching him first thing to like not have that in the next scene. Like, oh, he'll get caught again. Oh no, he didn't.
No.
Yeah.
And then have a little bit of fight, and then all of a sudden a little grenade comes out, and wow, the second appearance of the new, in my view, the new badass version of Cable.
Who the that? It's the man out of time.
Seriously, they need to play that fucking song when he comes out, because that again, perfect timing for that to come out.
Exactly.
Because you saw his slow walks, and he's like, it's perfect for it.
When he dropped the grenade, I looked at my sister. I'm like, no, that's an EMP. That's an EMP. And then Cable says electromagnetic pulse. I turned to
Best way to deal with him.
I hope the camera got that, because that's going to be your thumbnail. Just gone.
Oh, fuck you. Damn it. You know what? Still not as bad as Mr. Dangon.
I'll definitely put that on there. That's for sure. I don't know what I'm going to put a Pete. Maybe I'll just put a nice, sensible one this time, because
I was about to say, have I even made a silly face? I'm gonna.
Yep, that's the one.
I'll do a sensible one, because I always pick on Pete with the thumbnail. So
especially the last one. Like my chin was like.
But no, and this is when it was revealed that that Cable is Nathan, and I just love Cable's line. Enough for the reunions, Dad.
Yeah,
the reunion. Yeah.
That was good.
Especially because like it's alluded to that he already knew. Like even in the early series, he's like, I've heard of him and Jean Grey. Like, yeah, he's known for a long time.
100%.
And then we just and then we fade to black, and we go into what I call the Reservoir Dogs scene.
Really?
Even though it's not really Reservoir Dogs, but it just got that vibe from it.
You know what vibe I got from it?
Huh?
Pulp Fiction. Tied up, gag.
No.
That was Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
No. Pulp Fiction had a gag one as well, but the reason why I'm saying this is Reservoir Dogs is because we got the razor, which is what happened in Reservoir Dogs. I know what Richard's talking about. He's talking about when Bruce Willis' character and Ving Rhames were stuck in.
The pawn shop.
BDSM sex craze. Yeah. The really appropriate scene for me to bring up on this podcast.
If only the guy was a redhead.
Fuck you.
And as we do this as well, you have one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple eater.
Fuck you, Pete.
If I've never been freaked out for that song before, I certainly am now, because it is so creepy. This whole scene with with Bastion shaving Magneto, and Magneto is like helpless. You can just see in his eyes he's terrified. What the hell's going to happen to me now? But it's also like, I think it comes back to what we were saying previously, where Leech must have saved him from that blast, because obviously Magneto's still alive.
Where's Leech? Nah.
Leech is dead. Leech is confirmed dead. So is Callisto.
Yep.
Berdemeyer released like a whole list of everybody who died.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
on Twitter.
yeah. Okay.
Madeline Pryor is on that list too. Sorry, Nate. Oh, sorry, Richard.
Oh no, not the sexy red. I mean, not her. Was Banshee on that list?
Was Banshee on the list? Yeah.
Well, what an episode! And as we all know now, the last 3 episodes, which we're coming up in the next few weeks, are the tearjerkers, which are really going to tear on the heartstrings. So,
that means nothing coming from you. I hope you know that.
Moving on, we're going to be saying the sample question here. What if it's called Episode 7 of X-Men 97? Richard, is it cool?
Fuck yes, great episode. Captain America alone.
Dangerous fun fact, Pete Morgan. Is it cool?
It is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Yeah. And for me, DPC, the honorable DPC, I am going to say it is incredibly cool. This is quite possibly the best episode of the season.
The honorable DPC. You can't call yourself. It's going to be given to you.
His show, bro. He just gives it to himself.
That's fucked up. He's got too much power. Look at his face. He's pulling it. You know, I'm the honorable. That's right. You tell him, Pete. You tell the nap. You tell him how it is.
Well, you know, I'm gonna piss you off even more now.
I think I know what you're gonna bring up, and if it is, I'm just gonna wait. I swear.
What is it? What am I gonna bring up?
James Gunn talking about Justice League.
No, hell no.
Oh, okay.
Now, because we've obviously done our review, we've officially certified that X-Men 97 episode 7 is cool. I was on the Waterford School socials and I got a post sent to me, and it was from Screen Rant, not Screen Rant sent it to me, just someone on the fan side sent it to us, and they sent me this post. Now there is no order on this one. I'm just going to read it from the bottom to the top. This is 10 superhero cartoons that deserve to be revived after Marvel's X-Men 97. All right,
I'm interested.
Number 10. Green Lantern, the animated series, which I 100%
that should be number 2.
That needs extra seasons.
Yeah, that should be number 2. But anyway,
yep. Number 9, Iron Man, which 100% I agree on that one. That was a great
series. In the 90s, Iron Man.
Yes, very good.
Yeah, that could be problematic these days, especially because of Mando.
Yeah, we know. We'll go into that.
It's very 90s.
Number 8, The Incredible Hulk. I don't agree with this one because I think it ended.
This is a caca list. They're just putting all the 90s cartoons.
Put them all on.
Hey, you're not going to like this. All right, where was that? So number 8. Number 7. I agree with this. Static Shock.
Yes, Jesus Christ, fine. Yes.
But yeah,
especially because of like how much representation that kid was back in the early 2000s. Like, wow.
Can I just also stress this enough? If you've never read the original Static comics, please, if you can try to find them, that whole Milestone Comics run for every single story was fantastic. Please check it out. Now, I think this should be higher. I don't know why it's lower, but this is number 6. Teen Titans I reckon should be in the top 2.
Nah, because
I'm content.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful with how it was, honestly.
Yeah. I'm content. And also, it sort of soured me, obviously, Teen Titans Go. That's the direction they're doing it.
Yeah,
they're going to do a Titan series. I'd just rather a fresh new one, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right. Number 5. Rich, I hope you're sitting down.
Oh, no.
The Avengers, United They Stand.
What?
Why?
Avengers, I'm not joking.
They put Green Lantern behind fucking Avengers. That is the biggest load of scatar I've heard all day. I listened to Dan for an hour. My God.
I hope it's on the list, but like Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes is right there. It's right there.
Wasn't it? Oh, okay, yeah.
If that's on the fucking list and they put Avengers I swear. Yeah. That is the biggest load of I've ever seen in my life.
Number 4, Justice League Unlimited.
Look, you know what? I say don't touch it because they're gonna. I got no faith.
Yeah, to be fair, they kind of have added onto it with like Justice League versus the Fatal 5,
and I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like it. My
expectations for that show it's too high. It's just too big. I'll never be satisfied.
Especially now that Conroy's passed.
Yeah, you just can't do it. Don't do
it. Number 3, the Spectacular Spider-Man. I 100% agree with this.
Yes, Jesus Christ, yes.
Such a good show.
They are. Yes, that definitely.
Especially with like Josh Keaton had an interview where he said like the show planners ideas for the show, especially in the next seasons. Oh man.
Oh my God, yeah. Now this is going to make Richard a very, very happy boy. Might make him excited. He might be very delicious at the end of this one. Number 2, Batman Beyond.
Yes. I grew up. That was my Batman. That was my Batman. I need him back so bad.
You know, honestly, my opinion, don't touch the DCAU unless it's a new show.
Eh.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm not confident anymore that they can do it. I just don't want it touched.
Like you're not wrong because the movies that they have added on into the universe, like versus Fatal Five, Batman and Harley Quinn.
It's look, it's a me thing I've got to get over, but it's that good and it's that influential and it's that amazing and it's that like everything's perfect that I just if they're not going to do it properly, I don't want to watch it because I'll just get in the with it.
I only think that like the best ways to do it would be if you do a sequel to the Justice League Unlimited episode epilogue, and it's like they do a storyline, but it's Bruce has passed away.
Yes.
So that way, like they don't need to recast him, they don't need to do this, that, or anything else. It can be a tribute to Kevin.
Definitely.
Like have that little short they did, that Batman animated Batman Beyond short they did for Batman 70, I think it was 70.
Yeah, that one.
Oh my God, that was so good.
Something like that. Like he has to fight all his old foes, but Batman's dead, so he doesn't know how to fight them all.
You know what?
That would be fucking brilliant.
Do a Justice League Beyond show. That I'd eat up. Because then you can get Warhawk, you know, the little bold Green Lantern, your Big Barda. It'd be cool. I'd love it.
Yeah.
All right, we ready for number 1?
Better be EMH.
It's going to be Spider-Man, I swear to God.
Well, hey, what did you say, Rich? It's going to be what?
That's Mighty Serious.
Oh, that's Mighty Serious.
Whoa. Number 1 of top 10 superhero cartoons that deserve to be revived after Marvel's X-Men 97, according to Screen Rant, is Spider-Man: The Animated Series.
Okay, so
I'm happy that Spider-Man's number 1, but I'm so sad that Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
I have to.
You want to hear the right list, man? You want the objective list that's actually correct?
All right, go for it.
Number 1 is Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Then it's Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Then it's Spider-Man 97. Then it's Green Lantern. And then it would be Static Shock.
Yeah.
That's the list. In that order, that's the list.
I want to throw in a spanner in the works on this one because actually two, because I thought they were fantastic cartoons. And I think one of it still holds up, the other one not so much, but I still think it would have been really good because the other problem is with this one, because a lot of the characters have now been integrated into DC since Jim Lee sold Wildstorm to DC. Yeah. Firstly, Wildcats.
Yeah.
If anyone remembers, actually, I'm gonna add a third one too. Sorry, I just thought of another one. Because the Wildcats I thought was absolutely fantastic. The second one, although it's a comedy, but I still think it was fantastic, and it's every incarnation. I still can't believe it doesn't last any more than 2 to 3 seasons. The Tick.
The I love the show though is very good.
No, I love the Amazon TV show. I love the Fox 8 episode run because that with Patrick Warburton, that was fantastic. And
that was fucking beautiful.
Yeah. But I love the cartoon. The cartoon was so good.
I've never seen it.
You have to come over one night. We're gonna have to watch it.
I've seen clips, but it's really good from what I've seen.
But the third and most importantly, I know people like to say it ended well, it was a perfect 3 seasons, but I seriously want more of it because I think it's fucking amazing. Not only the cast, not only the animation, but also the appearances of the creator himself, Todd McFarlane's Spawn.
Oh yeah, especially because that was supposed to have a 4th season.
Correct.
Oh yeah, that's it was the only reason people say it's perfect now is because it ends with what's the voice actor's name? I can't remember his name.
Keith David.
He ends with "I'm going to get my humanity back," and I'm like, oh, where's the next season? It's like that's Toy Story 2 scene. Let's put on the next episode. There was no more. Oh, because I watched that whole series in one sitting. in one goddamn sitting because like after I finished season 1, I'm like, oh, I gotta watch season 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You get stuck in it. It's like, oh, it's so
I'm
good.
going to say something.
Yes.
Now, I never wanted to release this to the press, to the media, because someone might steal my idea. But my dream is a DC anthology series. Right? DC Comics goes through all the entire DC universe. Every episode different, but there's a little thing that will build up at the end of the season to a massive apocalypse dark side battle. And every episode focuses on a different part, different aspects. So one is on the Justice League's formation. It takes different comic book stories and adapts them into this universe. So, one I was reading the other day, Dennis O'Neil on the Creeper and Batman. That's there in the story. Yeah, and then next is a comic from the 90s with a team up between Aquaman and Superman. And then the next episode is a classic story from the 60s with fucking Animal Man. And then the next one's, one of the comics from Mr. Miracle and Big Barda. And it all comes in. They adapt them and make the necessary changes that they need. And then it builds up into this big,
that'd be a good premise for like Final Crisis.
Especially
because they're already doing Crisis on Infinite Earths now.
Yeah, I told my sisters have gone out shopping. I said, "Here's the $20. Get me the Blu-ray for part 2. I need to watch it." He yelled, "I need to watch it now."
Well, that's the end of this episode of What If It's Cool. Fun fact: Dangerous Pete Walken. Where can we find you on all your socials?
You can find me at danger_is_Pete on any of your socials, your Twitters, your TikToks, your Instagrams. And I will be at Pipeworks Market on May 11th, wrestling Ryan Casca for the Alpha Energy Cup, and I'm going to win it. I'm coming for you, Casca.
Destroy him!
I will be calling that match as well, so please make sure to check out Alpha Pro Wrestling Energy 4, May 11th at the Pipeworks Market. Entry fee is only $2, and for $2 just to get into a market to watch all that kind of wrestling, why the f would you miss it? It's going to be absolutely amazing. Bitch Nuts. Oh, sorry. Richard, where can we find you on all your socials?
At redheadlover at NAF_1400 Dan's a bitch. Yeah. If you want to come watch me play basketball tonight, I'll be dunking on some people pretending that they're Dan. Other than that, you'll see me on this beautiful podcast where I yell at Dan.
Yeah. And with that being said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcast. Want more from What If It's Cool? Make sure to check out the YouTube channel where you can find the latest episodes of Mukbang Around, Reaction, and of course the podcast. And don't forget to follow What If It's Cool on all socials. It can be found at What If It's Cool. Keep that support coming. And until next time, we'll catch you on the next one. Shut up, Rich. Peace. Love you, Rich.
Love you too, Dan. That was great. That was fun.